Okay, let's get back to this. So, let's see. Last time we were here, we became this. So we now have... How to explain this? We now have a half-digital body. And we are doing, and I quote, a full frontal assault into a hospital. We also have a Koromon, a baby, and a Palmon. Let's see. Okay, I can't get into the special ward. Let's see. General ward is 12th floor. You know what? Yeah, okay, let's take a second. Let's actually talk about this. If you ever are lost about where to go into the Digilab and talk to Marie here. Or, normally, I guess she isn't right now because of where we are in the story. See, I can generate you into that. And now, wait, you're almost to Agumon. Actually, you know what? I think I might wait on that. Yeah, no, I'll wait till you're level 7 and I'll turn you into that one. Sorry, I'm kind of like trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my different Digimon. That's because I'm... Okay, how to explain this? Back when I first started this game, I kind of didn't know what the hell I was doing, so I was all over the place. But this run, I actually know how to play. I know some good team members. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm just figuring out what my controls are with this. I kind of figured there because they're one-to-one the Switch controls. But yeah. It kind of bugs me that if you're using keyboard and mouse, it doesn't give you the keyboard and mouse controls. Ah, here we go. Okay, only family and hospital staff can go into this area. So instead, they're going to use our abilities, which is... So as she said, a full frontal assault is we basically become ninjas, take out the guards, and hack into the room. That takes time, preparation, and has some serious legal risks. But there's something we can do that no one else can. And that is connect jump. Okay, wait, where is... Wait, I guess it's just too slow. It's... You're first on the turn order, so let's take you out. So, early game, you're kind of going to be doing a bit of... How do I say this? How to say this? But early game, you're pretty much going to be going... Wait, what? Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. No. So there is an auto battle system. They pretty much, if I remember correctly, defaults using their signature moves. That was sort of an accident that I triggered that there. But during early battles, it's pretty much just going to be straight up attack. And to be honest, you could get away with just spamming signature moves because, well, they're cheap. I don't mean cheap like, you know, they're... I'm sorry, I'm just doing an audio check. By cheap, I don't mean that they're cheap in the sense of, oh, they're just really stupid, they're broken and there's like no reason not to use them. Which, granted, that is a bit of the case. on. Let me see here. I'm going to be adjusting some volume stuff. Give me one quick second. There we go, because the volume was a bit too low for my taste. Or at least on the feed. But, how to explain this? They're cheap as in the fact that it costs an SP of 5 to use Poison Ivy, which is Palmon's most powerful attack right now. Basically, lower level Digimon, especially with what we're fighting, you can get away with using just attack. Now, when you get to higher level, say, Champion and Ultimate Digimon, you're going to be having issues where you're going to have to actually manage SP. Also, I noticed when I was going over the footage, I tend to... during that conversation I was having with Tristan where we were talking about different Digimon stuff, I tended to sort of switch between the English nomenclature, well, the English wording for everything, and the Japanese wording for all the different Digimon. For example, I referred to, at one point, I referred to as Magadreamon, I remember correctly is the name, which is the giant holy dragon that Gatomon's Mega is in the anime. I referred to it as Ultimate at one point, and then I proceed to refer to it as Mega. This is going to get very confusing to people who have never seen Digimon, but, in Japan, the cycles they go, if I remember correctly, are Baby 1, Baby 2, Child, Adult, and I think then it is basically Ultimate is what is our equivalent of Mega. The one in the actual show is built like a life cycle. Also, you may have noticed that our two, yeah, just leave it to me. I'm not gonna question if this is a crime or not. But you may have noticed that Pabumon and Poyomon are at level 5, but their max level is 5. So, I guess this is a good moment to talk about this. So, every Digimon has a max level. Palmon's is 15, Koromon's is 9, and Pabumon, Poyomon are 5. Now, the cap level of any Digimon is 99. The level cap is determined by the ABI. So you very well could have a baby Digimon at a level 99 with the right ABI and the right Digifarm stat placement. You could make a god tier baby Digimon. And well, that was sort of a thing. Also, that person has red. I see red over there. But that was a thing in the Platinum Cup in Digimon World Dawn and Dusk. And also, yeah. I forgot, he doesn't actually bring it up, but it can be implied that if people are dropping unconscious in Eden, I just realized I spoiled that last stream, but people drop unconscious in Eden and have been getting taken to the hospital, we can assume if we're separated from our body. Yeah, you're listed as having Eden syndrome, but we're kind of an odd case in this situation. Because, well, our mind and body are separated, and then we're also made of data now. Okay, here we go. File 001, Eden Syndrome. A mysterious illness whereby people suddenly fall into comas while connected to the Eden network. Originally, the term was given to the incessant vomiting and other symptoms common to those unused to spending time in the digital world. But now Eden Syndrome is used to describe the more serious malady of inexplicable loss of unconsciousness while connected to Eden. Wow, I cannot speak today. After extended time in a coma, the body weakens, becoming more susceptible to complications. The worst cases, this has led to death. Treatments. No effective treatment has been found for Eden Syndrome. Research continues into treatments and causes of unexplained illness. Association with Kamishiro Enterprises. Eden is a large-scale digital space operated by Kamishiro Enterprises, deeply affiliated with governmental agencies. Eden's business areas are expanding quickly. Immediate improvements and user training must be provided to warn users against long login times. Furthermore, the Eden interfaces uses Kamishiro Enterprises' proprietary technology, making further research sharing problematic. So it's not like they could just shut down Eden. They're in a bit of an awkward situation. Also, oh shit, you again. Yeah, how did you get here? Did you? I am a karate master. I took out the guards. Don't answer. No, I will answer your question with another question. Yes, I did. Who is that patient? Okay, so we're talking about me. They were just brought in. They weren't here a few days ago. This is kind of weird. I kind of brought it up last stream. This is kind of like the incident that was happening in .hack, where in .hack, or at least the original build, when Skeeth was roaming around the world, Skeeth was pinning its enemies to this giant staff it carried around, which, if I remember correctly, in the original version was a Celtic cross. It was pinning you to a cross using data drain, and then in the real world, you would be thrown into a coma. The only way to stop Skeeth, if I remember correctly, was to use data drain on it, which is why Kite needed the Twilight Bracelet. Again, my knowledge on that hack is a bit sketchy and rusty. I haven't played it in forever. Ugh. Oh my god, 8-year coma. How are they alive? There's still something sketchy about this. Kamishiro is... feels like there's more going on here. Like, a lot more. Uh-oh. Oh no. This is really awkward because I know more about this character. This is really weird. I need a way out of here now. Okay, so we're kind of in a bad spot here. Yeah, no, we're really in trouble because, well, she kind of has us trapped. We can't leave. I just had to lower my headset volume. It's so loud. Ooh, she's prying into her life. You better get something scandalous. Wait, computer. Can we connect jump to any computer? Yoko's new squeeze, what the fuck? I think she's like 13. What the fuck? We are clearly hiding in a box. What? You can guess where we went just because you know our abilities. We knew there was a computer in here. As long as it's connected to a network, you can connect jump. Presumably by the time I get out of this connect jump, Koromon should be able to evolve. Well, Koromon could already evolve right now if I was going to go for Agumon. I'm going to go after the Multimon with Vulcan Flame. So Vulcan Flame is an example of an inherited skill. Palmon also has one with Crescent Leaf, I believe it's called. Where those are going to get passed down to whatever I evolve them into. But for example, Poison Ivy will not be passed down. Poison Ivy is basically limited to just Palmon. It's, like I said, their signature moves. A couple Digimon share similar signature moves. An example was, as Tristan brought up yesterday, Omnimon Zawot, who is in this game, which is a special version of Omnimon. Where instead of, if I remember correctly, I think the lore is it's effective with a program that turns its armor onyx. It makes Omnimon stronger, I think? I'll be honest, Digimon lore kind of gets a little shaky because of all the different timelines and everything, and it just gets even more shaky when we get into the inclusion of V-Tamers. But, I mean, like, you can sort of see the confusion I went through talking about Zed Millenniumon last stream. That whole conversation with Tristan about the fact Zed Millenniumon's a living paradox. So yeah, that was a whole mess. Granted, that never made it. That was a manga thing. This is why I tend to strictly stick to the Digimon anime.
自分の体を外から見る衝撃の大きさは想像に難くない。体外離脱現象の一種と考えれば解決法もありそうだね。君はエデン症候群の未知なる症状の発症者、イレギュラーな被害者なのだろう。
Yeah, we're the only Eden syndrome patient who can actually walk around, but it's also because we're separate from our body.
ただひたすらに粘り強く、鉄頭鉄尾、堅固な黒金のごとき忍耐力で当たれ。父の言葉だ。さて、本題だが、元の体に戻りたくはないか？君の身に何が起きたのか。
We do want to return back to our body, and we do need to know what happened so we could get back. And we've also just been given a job. So, hello, we are now a cyber sleuth. No. That looks like DNA Digivolution. And that is not a good thing. Slurp, gulp, 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 gulp. Game over. You got 1000 CSP. We are now a baby cyber sleuth. So, CSP is your cyber sleuth points. I forget if it actually has an effect on the game. Okay, so now we should. She's basically saying, yeah. Yeah, okay. Basically, the first thing is we gotta get acquainted with home base. So, welcome to Chapter 2.